It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. Good afternoon, everybody. We're here in Shanghai. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles per hour with DRS assistance down the back straight, before the cars break into the tight hairpin at turn 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes, welcome back to Southern Cross Racing. I'm your host, Simi Skate. We're just waiting for a few boys to enter the lobby, but while we do, just a little bit of a backstory here, of course, folks. Yes, today is the 1-year anniversary of the passing of the late, great Eddie Jordan. Of course, 12 months ago, we were having a bit of a hiatus on F124, and obviously did not get to pay our due respects, and well, looking to do that right about now as we wait for a few guys to enter the lobby. So we do hope you enjoy this, and a bit of a tribute to the late great Eddie Jordan. And there you go, folks. Absolutely brilliant there. And we do hope you enjoyed that, as we do wait for Nat Hammer to join the lobby. He's as he's making his, yes, well, he has to, of course. Yes, he was warned during the week. He's just put a message in the Discord, of course. Yes, he's all, well, we're running with 17. They're all in, and I'll just put a message in the Discord. We do apologise for the tardy start, but of course, Nat Hammer being fashionably late, as he always is. Okay, folks, the message has gone out. Yes, we're at a sprint and feature round. One shot quali for both sprint and feature race, of course. And, well, yeah, absolutely brilliant. Boys, looking forward to this one, of course. Yes, the wildcard cannot be used during a sprint and a feature race. And, oh, we do welcome, oh, the lefty. Oh, it's been a while since he's messaged the chat, but welcome, Housey, of course. Yes, the driver these days. And, well, miss the old boy next to me on the left-hand side. And, well, very, very good, as we've got a new follower. And, well, I'm not too sure if that's the man, but if it is the man, shame on the man, but Striker 9? Well, it's got to be him. There you go. It's got to be Striker, doesn't it? Bang! Thank you very much for your follow, mate. And much appreciated. Yes, thank you, Eddie. Absolutely, RIP legend is what the Housey is saying, and absolutely reign true there. And well, after this race, I will highlight the stream. We do hope it's going to be one lobby, of course. Yes, it does have a bit of a funny sensation, this game. The way we run it, we do a one-shot quali for the sprint, excuse me, and feature race. Excuse me while I just clear my throat. And yes, the game of late, well, the qualifying format, yeah, just changes it up a little bit, doesn't it, folks? If you have witnessed last season, and well, we're trying it again, and well, we've got to keep trying. Why not? Weather looks pretty good at China, of course. Yes, one-shot quali. We're not going to commentate too much on quali. You'll see it for yourself with all of the names swapping on that timing tree, of course. And at the end of it, we'll get to our pole position. There's no points for pole around here, folks. We don't do it that way. Not around the sprint and feature race, of course. We do give points for fastest laps, of course, for overall and for the groups. And while the boys are still doing their setups, doing their thing, excuse me, no one readies up, and they do wait for that countdown clock, which is very good of them. Much appreciated by all the drivers, I dare say, and well, myself as well. So we don't have the stewards, so they don't have to hear it, I dare say. So very good. As Nat Hammer in the chat was saying, well, yes, he had to fix his livery, of course. Yes, he was warned by the stewards. He went a bit creative, did the good old Nat, and he went extremely creative, and yeah, well, there you go. Was told that if you want it to be unique, the stewards will penalise uniquely, so he fixed that one up very much. Quick start. There you go. I have no grip. Oh, there you go. Watch this fella race at ALR, I do believe it was, and very good. Very good, of course. Watch the great man, the Housey race as well, and what could have been for the Housey, but nevertheless, very good from I Have No Grip. I did watch that one, and well, there you go. He's in the stream, having a good look. He's do you know he's poking? Wants to poke his toes in the good old SXR, and I have spoken to Housey about it, of course. Yes, well, to be continued. We're not going to focus on... Oh, that's a shocking camera. That is a shocking... Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll go up to... who will we go to? We'll stay with Middies. He's been on pole the last couple of times. We'll flick... Oh, keeps changing. Oh, there you go. There you go. I do apologise. We'll get rid of that. That is Middies Mella. And absolutely brilliant. So we'll just watch him go around and round and round. We'll bring up the screen for you guys so you can see what's happening. And, well, we have a look at that. Have a look at that so you can see for yourselves. And... well, there you go. Gatorade Wet Race, apparently. Thank you very much. Congrats. He's already congratulating Middies on the win. Well, there you go. Yes, there you go. I have no grip. Cheers, mate. Yes, ALR, but yes, here to support Housey. Let's go. Yes, absolutely. And, well, hopefully Housey puts on a good show. He's had a bit of practice around here. And, well, as Housey is his good... well, hang on a minute. The Pills is in chat, and well, Pills, I'll tell you what, mate, if you want to keep me company, you are a commentator, you can jump in the Discord, mate, but you'll have to go off the stream. I know you don't have it, but you'll have to go off the stream. But if you want to keep me company, Pills, you're more than welcome to, my friend. Of course, we are currently watching Middies Mella on the back straight. Ooh, a tiny little look up there, but we're not going to commentate on the quali, of course, of who's who in the zoo, of course, comfortably by pole by the look of things. Have a look at that timing screen, and it's a bit skew-if, isn't it? It's a bit skew-if. And bang, Middies pole position, but Z, very good from the Z, and Fury! That's what he wanted, Fury! And very good from the Fury, fantastic, that's what he wanted, P3. JCP4 continuing that good form, and fantastic from him. As we wait for the timing screens to put this up, and yeah, absolutely brilliant from the Z. P2, he'll be loving that one. And, well, looking to take charge of this Group 2 is the Z. And there you go, Middies Mella, pole position, mate. Pole position, Middies, of course, as we do every week, buddy. This is for you.
Yes, it's pole position. Yes.
Fantastic, Middies. Another pole, mate. Well done, sir. And, well, he's a bit of a pole genius around the traps, is the Middies, but so far he's been able to transfer that pace into, well, that quali pace into race pace. Of course, struggled a little bit with that last season, and I dare say the chasing pack are probably hoping for a bit more of the same from the Middies of last season, but Middies got his focus on. He's got the eye of the tiger, as they say, and looking for well, a great season. So far, so good from the Middies Mella. But yes, we are jumping into the race, the sprint race, of course. So the formation lap is on. So we'll just, I dare say all the boys will be on the medium, and it looks a bit overcasty. And of course, Gatorade Lemon Haze was saying it looks like a wet race, but I'll tell you what, might be a little bit wet towards the end of the sprint. So we'll wait and see how this one goes. But Definitely overcast at the moment. Cannot see any rain falling, but a sky like that on this game usually only means one thing. It is coming. It is absolutely coming. So, well, there you go. So, who else is in there? The inaugural champ has arrived. Pillars. Yes, absolutely, Pillars. Oh, come on. You get in the commentary box, Pills, and I will call you the inaugural. I will. I absolutely will. And, well, there you go. More rain, I say, says the Black Moon. And Black, you got to change that colour. It's a shocker. That is so bright. It is playing funny buggers with my eyes, mate. But I think you're giggling at the moment, and you're probably not going to change it. But more rain, he says the Black Moon. And, well, Z, Gatorade, very happy. Very happy with the Z, of course. And, well, Black Moon, of course, well, having a bit of a chuckle, as I much suspected. Here we go, folks. We'll bring up some detail for everybody at home, and all we want is the tyres to see what's happening. And well, Scotty and Nat Hammer, maybe a bit hard on their tyres, have gone the hard compound. Everybody else has gone the medium, so get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. And, well, there you go. Middies Mellor, there you go. Pole position from him. ZP2, very good from him. Let's just hope he can carry that one through, of course. And if anyone can the Z. And has come on leaps and bounds. It's fantastic to watch as this lad has come up leaps and bounds, and oh my God, the chiropractor senior has made it. He has made it. He has made it to a start of a stream. And well, there you go. There you go. Fury in P3, fantastic from Fury. It's exactly what the doctor ordered. Good for the confidence, and let's just hope he can bring this one home. Of course, on a podium. That's exactly where he wants to be. Hasn't had one yet. No, shit! I'll take it back. I'm sorry, Fury. There is JC. JC looking very, very good of late. The last 3 Grand Prix, very, very good from the JC. Absolutely stunning. Finding his form with a man that hasn't really had much time to practice. And of course, while we're on JC on a formation lap, and I'll quickly get through the rest, of course. A big shout out to his brother, Jesse, of course. I do know JC very well, and, well, he keeps forgetting every time he's in an interview, and, well, hopefully he gets an interview and he gets to shout you out. But a big shout out to our Canadian friend all the way from Canada, and big shout out to Jesse. Good lad, supports the boys, loves the commentary, loves the stream, loves all what we do, loves the drivers, and he's there every week. Luke in P5, fantastic. Very, very good from the Lukey boys. Scotty in P6. The driver on the hard compound, Scotty, of course. Old footy bender, there he is there. And Nat Hammer, the other one on the hard compound. There he is, there is the Nat Hammer. And let's just have a look at this bad boy. Oh, he's fixed it. Has he fixed it? Let's just compare it. Let's compare it. Oh, there's a bit of... Well, we'll wait and see what the stewards think about that one. But there you go. Bopton in P13, of course. Johnny M4 in 14th. Housey in 15th. Of course, there is the Jazz Blues Cat looking for a good one. And Verk way out of position in 16th. Here we go, folks. We're waiting for these famous 5 red lights. 10 laps around here, folks. As we've got 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights. We've got 5 red lights. They're holding. The lights are out and we are go. Oh, is it a good launch? It isn't. It's so far so good from the middies. Of course, he just wants to tuck into turn 1. They've all got to get through unscathed. Of course, it is a bit of a pinch point through turn 2. And so far so good. Very, very good from the boys. All respecting the space. And that's what we absolutely love to see. Oh, a little bit of a wheel bang will bring the timing tree up for everybody at home. Just give me 1 second. Position changes. There you go. And you can see who's who in the zoo. Fury up into P2. And very good from the Fury. That's absolutely what he wanted. And now we can set his sights on Middies, of course, who has shown rapid turn of speed. And very, very, very good. Luke up 1 as well, of course. Z down 1 in P3. And he does have his hands full with Luke. There he is there, of course, putting all sorts of pressure on the lad. JC down 1 as well. As you can see for yourself, folks, so they're pretty much there and thereabouts. Verk is hovering at the back. Not too sure what has happened to Verk. But there you go. Just there in P17. And maybe he will fire up as this one fires up, of course. Middy's already stretching that lead. 7/10 of a second at the moment. Fury does not want him to get away. I do hear some rumblings in my ear. Who could it be? Could it be the Pillars? I'm going to unmute him right about now. Welcome to the stream, Pills.
Yeah, can we just talk about why Housey's down in P14 after all the shit he gave me?
Well, I mean, let's not make it about you, Pills. And I did say that, well, of course, yes, well, Pills has joined the chat and, well, the commentary. And we did say that, well, fantastic. I will call him the inaugural champ. The inaugural champ of Formula 4 was the Pills, is the Pills, as Mitty sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1 minute 28.2, albeit, of course, on the first lap of the race. As we'll flick further down because Dirty Orange has fired up here, Pills. He's in P9, mate, looking very, very good, putting all sorts of pressure on old footy Bender. Well, Combs is going. They're absolutely brilliant. As well, Senior saying Combs going downhill as we speak. Absolutely, we'll battle through this one. Just happy to have Pills' company, of course. A former champ, of course, of Formula 4 racing, the inaugural champ, and he can give us some insight on some racing, of course. I'm sure he's got the stream on. He doesn't have the game, but he'll be doing this. And Verk has left the session. As just give me a quick moment, guys. I'll get Verk back in.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm completely out of touch with what teams are which at the moment. But you know,
well, I
we'll
mean,
make it work.
That's absolutely brilliant. I mean, you're in the server. I mean, that's what we expect from the Pills. I mean, nevertheless, we will push on. Verk has been given another invite. We're currently watching Johnny M4 Pills. He is having a good look at Batman as Verk has joined. Fantastic. As well, this is probably closest as Salmon's starting to fire up as well behind Dirty Orange. He's drifted off a little bit because Bender has fired up as well, putting all sorts of pressure on Nat Hammer. The hard runners might be struggling just a little bit. There they are there. Nat Hammer and Scotty, P6 and 7 respectively. As Middies goes bang with another fastest lap. Catch me if you can, he says. And of course, Fury 1.8 seconds behind. Doing his thing is the Fury. There is the Z. Holding his own is Z. And Lukey Boy doing his thing as well, of course. Yes, absolutely. Full-time fold for the Lukey Boy. Yes, he impressed last week, of course. A little bit unfortunate towards the end of the race. But nevertheless, slots in that Group 2 spot. Scotty gets promoted back up into that Group 1. Excuse me. And where he belongs. And, well, Renault with another full list. So, Bill.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Fury. Yeah, go on.
No, you're right, mate. I was looking for your added brilliance there, buddy. Looking for your added brilliance.
My added brilliance is Fury. I mean, he's gaining a bit, losing a bit. So he's just kind of caught in a bit of no man's land between him and Middies. But he's got to look at, where is the yellow flag somewhere? I don't know what's happened there, but we move. But yeah, he's got to watch that gap. He's obviously got 4 behind him that are all in DRS. If they really want to push that back through, then you've got to watch out into that last, penultimate corner really. That is Fat and Turn 1 are the only real 2 overtaking points. Hard tyres is a strange call, by the way.
Great move by the JC. Sorry there, Pills, to cut you off. Of course, you're a little bit delayed because you are on the stream, but, well, there you go. JC making the move on Luke. Brilliant move from JC. Takes that spot back, and can he hold it, of course? Yes, a bit of a DRS train, and he's done enough. He's absolutely done enough there, Pills. JC looking very good as the Z starts to put all sorts of pressure on the Fury. He's gone a bit wide. He's gone a little bit wide. He's opened up the door, and I think Z can sense it. He can sense another step on that podium as what's happened here. Nat Hammer dropping like a stone down into P8, fighting with Bender, of course, and Bender takes that spot. Fantastic from him. Of course, has to be arguably one of the most improved of the season. Just had a shocker last season. I'll tell you what, he's come back, and he's come back with a bang, has the Bender, as we'll flick down to Striker, because he looks like he's getting real racy with Housey. And, well, there you go. Fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what, Pills, 4.5 laps already gone. And, well, there you go. 5.5 to go, mate.
Yeah, anything can happen. Obviously, it's a sprint race. Obviously, JC needs to find himself inside that 1 second, which I think he has now. And yeah, I mean, it's all just kind of, it just feels like it's the calm before the storm, before everybody starts to go, shit, I've got 2 laps left, I need to start making some moves. Obviously, Fury's gained by another few tenths in that last lap, and oh shit, it's gone round.
Yeah, that was Bopton unfortunately lost the rear end, and around he went, and there you go, at the back of the field, unfortunately for the Bop.
Yeah, I mean, it's just gifting places to Housey, really, which I'm not really a fan of, in all honesty.
Well, I mean, Pills.
That fucking. You've got to remember, I know where.
Well, I mean, Pills has got a memory, and well, we've all got a memory, and of course, well, there's a reason why there is another name for the champ. And well, inaugural, where's Droftas when you need him? And but nevertheless, we will push on. We'll push on. We're halfway through. We are halfway through this one, Pills, and of course, well, I'll tell you what. Let's not make it about you here, mate. We're looking at the Aussie boys, and of course, Lukey boy starting to really put some pressure on JC after conceding that position a couple of laps ago. And of course, his teammate Scotty firing up as well. I'll tell you what here, Pills, maybe the hards are starting to come into their own. But it's a very interesting tyre choice, isn't it, mate? Of course, 10 laps around here, and well, the medium will comfortably get it done, won't it?
Yeah, should do, strictly speaking. Obviously, the fuel load isn't as high, so degradation, strictly speaking, shouldn't be as high. But EA are EA, and nobody really knows what they do. So,
yeah, well, that's true.
I mean, the hard side definitely could be an option. Obviously, longevity, if they, sprint race is always tough because you want to get aggressive.
This game.
But there's a fine line between getting aggressive and obviously having that fall off when you get to about lap 8 and lap 9. Obviously, by that point, you've got 2-3 laps left. And, if you're fighting for position, but you haven't got the grip coming out at the slower speeds, then you're not going to get the traction down. So maybe the hards could actually be a good shout towards the back end of this.
Yeah, possibly there, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, you're probably right there. It could be a good shout towards the end, but I don't know whether there's much delta. As we were giving Verk more invites, of course, must be having some connection issues. Excuse me, is the Verkster. But Scotty just got by his teammate, of course. That is the Group 1, getting by the Group 2. And fantastic for Scotty. He can start to focus on JC, who's made a little bit of a bolt for it while they were squabbing a little bit. And he wants to start reeling in Z, but Z is staying there, isn't he? About 6-7 tenths, of course. And you're struggling to get... Who is this, of course? Get in line, buddy. Who are you talking about? How do I join this? Of course. And, well. Message the Twitch. You can whisper to the league on the Twitch, and we'll get to you. But Gatorade Lemon Haze... get in line. I didn't realise you were in line, mate. But yeah, the line will probably not start with you, my friend. No disrespect, but nevertheless, we know who you are. We push on. Funny stuff, but not for me. And well, there you go. Nat Hammer in P8, and is just hovering, isn't he? Excuse me, just hovering, isn't he? In P8. And, well, the Batman in P9, fantastic from him. Well, Lemon Hayes is licking his wounds. I do apologise, mate, but we do know you. Well, that's not your name in the servers anyway, so we know who you are. And it's all good. It's all good, mate. Funny, like I said, funny stuff, but not for me, my friend. And we're happy having you in the Twitch and supporting your team. Well, your boys, the Pit Lane Penguins. But no disrespect, mate. No disrespect whatsoever. But yeah, there you go. We've got a certain set of things that we look for when we are looking for new recruits. And yeah, they've got to tick all those boxes. And it's getting harder to find those ones these days. But nevertheless, we will push on. We've got a cracking race here on our cards. Of course, yes, lap 7 of lap 10. Minis Bella comfortably leading this one. But I'll tell you what, maybe made a bit of a mistake here because Fury's starting to close him in. 7/10 of a second now here, Pills. Fantastic from the Fury, and I reckon Fury can smell blood. Absolutely brilliant from him, and he's come alive. Absolutely he has. As well, Z's dropped off a little bit because I think Fury has turned up the wick here, mate.
Yeah, I think he has. Or the other thing is, Middies has killed his medium tyres trying to get away. He just hit a fast lap a couple of laps ago, or even last lap. So it's a difficult situation because I think he might have pushed too hard too soon. And Fury has actually screwed his brain on today and gone, I'm going to sit with my tyres and then I'll push at the end. But obviously, either way.
Oh, big mistake from Middies. Middies has gone deep. Fury's has gone for it. He's gone for it. They're side by side into 15. And there you go. Bang. Fury takes the lead. Fury takes the lead. Fury takes the lead. He'd be punching the air with that one. And I think you're right there, Pills. Maybe Middies has cooked his tyres there, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, that lockup is not going to help one bit either. But he has got the DRS, obviously, down this main straight, but I don't know why you'd want to take his wide line through there. You've got to go inside. So obviously Fury holding on. It's now about creating that gap now towards that next DRS zone.
As we've got a new follower, and I tell you what, where's he been? Where's this man been? Oh, he's a full-time driver. He was a newbie last season. We miss him. We miss him big time, the Snipester. Well, there you go. Welcome, mate. You're follower number 235, if that number is correct. And currently watching Mr. Fury Strat. Yes, one of your old teammates there, Snipes. And, well, there you go. Yes, he's leading this one. And great to see you in there supporting your old teammate. And well done, mate. Well done. Midi 0.6 of a second. There he is there. And, well, I don't know if he's just biding his time or if those tyres have dropped off. This is pretty good. It's, well, the battle for the lead. Just 1.5 laps remaining. We'll flick down towards the bottom because Striker is looking at Bender. And have a look at the gaggle of cars in front of him, of course. We're looking at Bender, Housey, Salmons, Batman, unbelievably, close together for this mid-pack battle. Of course, all battling for 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th, respectively. Orange, after a little bit of a mishap, has found himself in 13th. Had a great start, but just hovering at the moment and probably looking for a great result as Middies has gone through on Fury, and there you go, bang, retakes the lead. And, well, there you go. Maybe just playing a bit of a charge lap, as was reading that and the word wasn't coming out. I wasn't on stutter and I do apologise there, folks. But there
sure?
you go. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, mate. But we push on. And Snipes is saying the gaps are looking good. They certainly are, mate. They certainly are. Is Nat Hammer getting by Batman? He certainly is. And, well, there you go. The hard compound firing up. You were right, Pills, but it's too little too late. There's 1 lap to go after this one, and well, Nat Hammer finding some. Oh, he's just lost the rear end and managed to hang on to it. And there you go. Look how much gap he's already put on him after a couple of corners there, Pills. Fantastic from the Nat, but he's, like I said, he's just too little too late from that hard compound to claw that gap back that he's lost early doors in this sprint race. Like I said, 1.5 laps to go. And, well, there you go. You can see the gap for yourselves. Fury chasing Middies. Z is trying to keep that P3 from JC because JC senses another podium. And, of course, Scotty, well, let's not count out Scotty. He's clawed the back of this very, very quickly, has Scotty. And looking for another podium is the Scotty, of course. 1 more to go after this one. And, well, we crack into the bigger points, of course. Yes. Well, of course, yes, the structure of the point system for the groups. Of course, if you're in a Group 1 and you're the highest place Group 1, you will get 5 points, of course, and the second highest place Group 1 will get 4, and so on and so forth. And that's how we do it. 2 points for the fastest lap overall, and 1 for the highest group, respectively, of course. And there you go, fantastic. As well, let's have a look at here because JC is looking to make a move. He certainly is. Oh, he's gone mega wide. He's gone defensive and bang around the outside. What a move! What a move from the JC, and up into P3. Another podium for that man. Can he hold on? Can he hold on? Of course, and well, Scotty just trying to do his thing as well. Nat Hammer and Salmons redoing battle, and this is fantastic from these two. And I'll tell you what, redemption from the Salmons. It's good to see this boy come back. Of course, had a bit of a slow start to this season, but it is great. It is great to see him hold his own, and well, P8 at the moment as Scotty is just getting by Z, and there you go, up the inside there. So I'll tell you what, this final podium position, these guys here, Scotty and JC, I tell you what, the last few Grand Prix here, Pills, they have battled out for that final podium position every Grand Prix, except for, where was it, Coda, where I think it was JC disconnected towards the end, but it was still a battle for that final podium position. Nevertheless, we push on. We're on the final lap of the race as Middies Mella in the 3rd sector. I tell you what, 1.1 seconds over Fury, and looks like to have this one done and dusted. Fury in P2. He won't mind. He'll be loving that. It's a podium. It's a podium. What's happening towards the back? Bender dropping. Oh, they're fighting. Striker and Bender side by side as we'll flick back up to the top because Middies is about to take the checkered flag. And, well, there you go. We'll flick back down to the bottom, but there you go. Fantastic race from the Middies Bella. Another race win. Unbelievable from him. Fury, a long return to the podium. Bang, P2. JC, P3. Scotty in the end, P4. Z, P5. Lukey Boy, P6. Great race. Nat Hammer in the end holds out for P7. Fantastic from the Nat. Striker and Bender still doing battle. Let's have a look at this one. Into the last corner, is it? It certainly is. Bender around the outside. What a move. What a move. He's done it. Bender's done it. P11. Striker P12. Jazz Blue Cat. Come on, Jazz. Bring her home. There he is there. He's got Dirty Orange for company. And Dirty Orange will just hover behind his teammate in P13. Fantastic from the Jazz. Good stuff, Jazz. Dirty Orange in 14th. Johnny M4 in 15th. Verks in 16th. Having some connection issues is the Verks. And Bobton, well, there you go. He will round out this one and finish in 17th position. Great race there, Bills. Great sprint race, mate.
It was indeed. Obviously, it's going to set up for a great race, which I am just going to have to watch whilst I'm at work, annoyingly.
No problem.
So I'm going to have to bid you farewell. But I'll be keeping an eye because anybody makes a mistake, they get in 10 seconds time penalty.
Well, of course you are a steward, and I do hope you do keep an eye on it. But thank you for your company there, Pills. Much appreciated, Mr. Inaugural Champ. And, well, there you go. Look forward to seeing you
that one
soon.
right, Gav.
All right, mate. I'll catch up with you soon, and thanks again, Pills.
Yeah. No,
We'll see you, mate. All right, as we say goodbye to the Pills and we say hello to the feature race, folks. One shot quali. Let's just hope this bloody game does it right. We're not going to commentate on the on the qualifying, of course. As woo, look at that! The sun is shining for quali. Let's just hope that it can carry that way through to the race. So yeah, there you go. So as we wait, we still wait. The boys do their setups. Where is the chiropractor? So he's usually around somewhere, of course. And maybe he lost the revs. Is he saying, well, absolutely. How do I join this? Yeah, absolutely, mate. After the stream, if you do message... Keep me company, Cairo. Of course, I've lost Pills. We're waiting for the boys to do their thing with their setup. So I'll put you on the spot right about now to call in for your seniority duties. But nevertheless, we push on. Jet 35 BC. If you want, mate, just like I said before, message the Twitch, whisper the Twitch channel, and after the stream, we will get back to you. And, yeah, we'll take it from there, my friend. But nevertheless, there you go. That's how to do it. That is the only way to do it. It is an invite-only league, folks. And, yes, of course. The reason why it's good racing is because it is an invite-only league. These boys are good at what they do, and they've been around and been with me for quite some time. Love the format, and here we go. Yeah, absolutely, and that's the way it should be, Senior. That's the way it should be. If you need it, your job stops. Like what I told Mrs. Senior, you know. Like I told her. But anyway, we move on. We move on. Anyway, we move on. Where are we going here? Where are we going? Where are we looking? Currently sitting with Scotty. Might as well stay with Scotty and get rid of that. We're not going to commentate on qualifying. It is a one-shot, folks. We might as well bring up the timing tree for you guys at home, of course. There it is there, so you can see what's happening. And there. Excuse me. So looking forward to this race, folks. Looking forward to this race. As you did see, you witnessed it's only uni students, the peasants, he says. Oh, well, they've all got to be safe. And it's kind of scary that that's in your hands. But nevertheless, we push on, Senior. But yes, Junior looking to race next week, Senior. So I dare say you'll be there again next week. It could be a double whammy. So I'll tell you what, Verk looking like he's fired back up. Have a look at this, where the points matter. Look what's happening up at the top of the timing tree. Let's just flick up towards the top, and we're not going to commentate on it. But it's interesting to see, of course. Did not have a great quality last one. And look where he's sitting this one. So there you go, folks. There you go. Just waiting for the last few corners now and get this one shot done, get this race underway, and let's just hope the order is the same, of course. We're going to take a few screenshots, folks, and yeah, simply because I think the order might be muddled. If it's not, it'll be the first time it's not. Fury disqualified! Orange disqualified! What's going on? Starting from the back! Oh, dearie me, that is not what they wanted. As Middies takes pole position yet again from Verk, from Z, and Lukey Boy in P2. Very good from Luke. JC in P5. Excuse me. Nat Hammer P6. Scotty P7. There you go. There you go. What happened to Fury? Not sure what happened to Fury there, folks. And yeah, maybe a bit of a mistake. Not too sure. Bit of a red track map. That's what that would have been. And there you go. We flick up, and this is for you, Middies. Yeah, mate, I tell you what, you're clocking them up. Another pole position.
Yes, it's pole position. Yes.
As I just take a few screenshots just to make sure that we're all good if this lobby gets buckled for some reason, which it does. But we'll wait for this one to count down, folks. And let's just hope the order is all good. No specifics, mate. It is a sprint and feature round. No specifics. Yes, yeah, you're privy to the... You're in the server, mate. You can have a look at the calendar anytime you want. As Fury saying it needs a reset, he is P2. There you go. There you go. Okay. We'll be back with you in just a moment, folks. Got to do a lobby reset.
Yes, it's pole position. Yes.
How good was that? What a rookie error by me. We are back, folks. And was talking for a good couple of seconds there on mute. Yes, the lobby has been reset. The grid has been set. Of course, how it was via qualifying for the feature race. Excuse me. After that one shot, the lobby... Well, we can't set it to that one, Mr. Fury. Excuse me, I'd love to have that option. But unfortunately... don't have that option, my friends. So we've set it to overcast, and hopefully you get a little bit of that precipitation towards the end. And there you go. There you go. That's the best I could do for you, mate, to get it as close to what I could as possible. As, well, Senior says, don't get pills back. No, absolutely brilliant, Senior. And, well, it was good having him in there. It's been a while since we've chatted. Would have liked to have caught up with him prior to, but nevertheless, appreciated his company. And, well, flying solo, as we did touch on early doors, Lukey Boy got the full-time gig. Yes, reserved last week. Impressed, and, well, he did want a full-time seat a long time ago. It's come around, of course. Yes, one opened up for him. He was in the commentary box with me. And as, well, Senior just confirming, he said, yeah, thank God he's out. Of course, Senior, when will you realise the mic is on this side of the screen, my friend? But nevertheless, you can say whatever you want, mate. No, we push on as we wait for the players, of course, to do their setups. And, yes, absolutely. So I'll just check the Discord to make sure everything's all cool. And, yeah, Housey done his job as the admin, of course. One of the admins saying, everyone setups and give time, please. Absolutely brilliant. From the Housey. And Wab Stappen. I love this bloke. Oh, he's in chat again. A lot of UK boys. And just tickling Housey up a little bit, I think, here, boys. And fantastic to see. These are weekly is the whammy, these boys. Fantastic, love it. And morning, evening, everybody. Good morning to you there, Mr. Wabstappen. I do hope you will well there, my friend. And yeah, we will catch up soon, no doubt about that. But nevertheless, waiting for this one to load in. Excuse me, well, I'll just get a brief drink of water while we are waiting for these guys. Excuse me, well, there you go. Senior. Yeah, well, I mean, come on, mate. You're a veteran these days. You should know that by now. I mean, come on, mate. As I think I'm hearing some beeps, am I? Not quite yet. Yes, no, water, mate. Always water. Yes, absolutely. And, yeah, there you go. And Webstappen's saying, all the better for having an SXR race to watch. That's all fantastic, mate. And why not? Absolutely, why not? And I'll tell you what, Web, Very good from you the other day too, mate. I was keeping an eye, mate. I do know you do. Inconspicuously, of course, mate. And very good race by you, my friend. And looking very, very good these days, Wab. I do know you dropped off a little bit of pace, but you've brought it back up a little bit and starting to get some consistency now, which is very, very good. And look forward to that, of course, as you are doing here, mate. I'd like to catch up with the Housey, what he does over there as well, and we just wait for the guys. As well, this is taking its sweet time. That's what this is. Well, there you go. That must have heard me. Didn't get no beeps in the ear. I did not hear them, but nevertheless, there you go. The grid has been set. And no complaints. Let's bring up some tyre detail. There you go. There you go. Minis Mella on pole position. Excuse me. On the medium compound tyre, as he did the sprint race. Verk in P2. And I tell you what, great to see this bloke up there. A bit of a miss out of position for the sprint race, wasn't he? And just couldn't get it together. Hopefully he's got his connection all sorted because it was a bit iffy there, a bit dodgy there during that sprint race. Z, very, very good. Z, I tell you what, Z's coming to his own. And P3 at the moment from that man on the medium and looking very, very good. Lukey Boy looking to do some damage, of course, on the hard compound. His race. These boys on the hard compound, their race will come to them as this one goes on. What's to look for around here, folks? The front left. Oh, does it cop a belting? It certainly does. It absolutely cops a hammering around here. And the drivers know it. So, well, I mean, you're going to go through the tyres around here. And, well, there you go. It will be a two-stop, I dare say. And, well, that Nat Hammer in P6 on the medium. Starting this one on the medium where he started the sprint on the hard. So Nat thinking a little bit differently in at P6. Scotty in at P7. The same way as Nat because those two boys were on the hard compound. Excuse me, for that sprint race. There is the Jaguar Group 2 driver, Mr. Salmons, the league driver at the moment. And I'll tell you what, he has come of age of late, the last couple of Grand Prix. And looking forward to seeing what he can do in this one is the Salmons. There is Housey, really putting some energy into those tyres now, isn't he? In P9, the Batman P10 on the medium. Looking for a good result, the Batman. I'll tell you what, he's fired up of late and looking to climb up that championship table is the Batman. Johnny M4 in P11 and just going about his business is the M4, firing up as this season fires up too. And, well, there you go. Bender as well, doing his thing on the hard compound. Jazz Blues Cat, tell you what, thinking well and truly outside the box. Those softs aren't going to last too long. Maybe 4 laps, I dare say, at optimum in P13. Bopton in P14. There he is there. Last season's Group 4 champion. Striker, there he is in 15th. Dirty Orange in 16th. And Fury well and truly out of position after making a bit of a meal of qualifying. And in 17th. Long race for Fury. Let's see what he can do as we wait for these 5 red lights, folks. Here we go. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights. We've got 5 red lights. Oh, they're holding again. Their lights are out and we are off. Looks like a great launch from Burke. Well, I'll tell you what, Minis, I thought he was caught napping, but gets away. So far, so good. They've all got to get through 1 and 2 unscathed. Oh, there's a little bit of a touch. But so far, so good. Luke up into P3, Nat up into P4. And, well, there you go. The biggest loser out of that lot was Z down into P5 at the moment. Let's just bring up these position changes for everybody at home. And there you go. You can see it. Z down 3 spots. Oh, there you go. He's trying to make up one against Scotty. Yellow flags in Sector 1. What has happened? But so far, all cars pointing the right direction. All 4 wheels on all cars. And there you go. JC down 4 spots in P9. I'll tell you what happened to JC off the start? Excuse me. Not too sure what happened there as the voice starts to crackle, and I hope it doesn't go this race. It better not. We're going to hang on to this one as we're on lap 1 of 28, but we're watching Dirty Orange get real racy behind Fury, and Fury already up into 14th. Fantastic stuff from him as, well, Jazz holding his own. Great to see Jazz come alive. He's doing his thing, and I'll tell you what, he's just got to keep it going, doesn't he? And get it to that chicken flag. Let's bring up the tyres for everybody at home, and there they are there as we'll flick up to Z because it looks like, oh, he's stuck behind Scotty. Scotty's got some good straight line speed, and have a look at the gaggle of cars. Unbelievable from these boys, albeit on lap 1 of 28, as I did touch on just before. But nevertheless, Z having a good look. What's happened towards the back? Fury getting by Bopton, and Johnny M4 following suit. Fantastic from these two as they look to make their way back up through this field. Bender holding his own in P11, and tell you what, just hanging on to his teammate Housey, and maybe they can work together through this race, of course, folks. Yes, the DRS is huge. You drop out of it, and I tell you what, it is going to hurt, and it's going to hurt big time. But nevertheless, if you can hang on to that one, the second thing you've got to worry about, of course, the main thing you've got to worry about is, as I touched on before, is that glorious front left tyre, as Z having a good look at Scotty, putting all sorts of pressure on him, but just lives to fight another day. Nowhere to pass around there, and it's pretty much follow the leader through here. Let's just jump on board and see as he looks at the back of Scotty, and as I said, nowhere to pass through here, and that's, like I said, very much follow the leader. Your next opportunity is coming out of this mini straight here on the brakes, but you've got to be close and you've got to be sending it, but it looks like they're all pitter-pattering out, doesn't it? And the gaps are all stabilising, folks. The DRS, as I said, the DRS train is absolutely huge around here, and these drivers know it, and I tell you what, have a look at them all try to hang on to it. The one that's in danger is the Bender. He's out of it, and I'll tell you what, Fury looking to make a move. Let's just have a look. Fury's fired up. He's on the back straight. He's got DRS. Bender's out of it. Let's just see if Fury can get him. I think he will. Candy from a baby. There you go. Bang. P11, Fury making his way up the field. Fantastic from him, as we did see Dirty Orange trying to make a move there on Johnny M4. And, well, Johnny M4 holding his own there in P13. Can Orange get it by? Not too sure yet. We'll just flick up to the top because it looks like Luke and Nat Hammer doing battle yet again. Nat looking for a good result here, of course. Currently sitting P3 is the Nat. Very consistent so far this season has the Nat been. And it's great to see, of course, and good to see he fixed up those stickers, those decals on that car. Not too sure if they're 100% correct just yet, but we might give him a pass for the effort anyway, as long as he fixes them up for next week. As Z having another look at Scotty, and not too sure if that one's gonna stick there. And as I said, follow the leader through this part of the lap. You've just got to get close. You've got to get close. That's the aim of this circuit. Sector 2 is such a technical sector, folks. Excuse me. And it can make or break your lap time. Of course, yes, you can set it up for that straight line speed, and a lot of guys do. But as we said, pretty much follow the leader through here. And, well, it might come down to taking a bit more of a chance if you really do sense that you can get that move done, of course. And, well, these boys know it. It's early doors, albeit lap 3 of 28. And, well, lap 3 of 28, a long way to go. 24 and a half laps. Well, 24 laps. We'll call it 24. What's going up on the front? What's going up in front? Burke's just got by minis. Burke has just got by minis. And I tell you what, if he punches the air, oh, Burke back on the top. And that's what he wants. That's what he wants. As Senior gets some ads. And, well, welcome to the subscribe land. And get onto it, Senior. Get onto it. He can't hear me, but get onto it. As, well, Fury getting by Housey there in P10. Well, we into the last corner. What a move from the Fury as Housey relinquishes position down into P11. Let's just go further back. Dirty Orange and, excuse me, Johnny M4. Well, there you go. Johnny M4 holding his own, isn't he? Dirty Orange looking to put all sorts of pressure towards the back. Not sure what happened with Striker. Qualified very well. Finds himself down in 15th. Bopton in 16th. And Jazz Bluescat, well, I'll tell you what, 3-lap-old softs, they would be hurting right about now. What's going on here? What's going on here? Fury getting by the Batman. He certainly did get by the Batman. And I think JC just got by Salmons. He certainly did. JC up into 7th as these hard compounds really start to fire up, don't they, folks? They really start to fire up. As, well, Senior's saying he's raking it in. excuse me, folks. That just caught me off guard. As Snipes the Fury P7 to P3. Well, there you go. P3, yeah. Well, that's what he reckons. That's the Snipes prediction. Well, there you go. He's tell you what, he's throwing his lucky charms behind Mr. Fury Strat, of course. Well, one of the team leaders of the team that the Snipes was in last season. And well, I'll tell you what, mate. Tell you what, well, we do miss the Snipes. We do hope you're well there, mate. And a bit of a gun NHL player is the Snipes. And I'll tell you what, he's becoming a gun F1 player as well. But we do hope we see him back out on track very, very soon. But nevertheless, we push back up because Scotty is still doing his thing. The gaps have stabilised. No one's making a move. I'm not too sure if they're all just biding their time, but I tell you what, the medium runners would want to get a move on. We've got yellow flags in Sector 3. That's a Renault. That's Johnny M4, and Johnny M4 has spun just before the start-finishing line. Just get himself all sorted out now. And away he goes, of course. And well, I'll tell you what, Nat Hammer, 4-lap old mediums. The 4-lap old medium runners, I'll tell you what, they'd be feeling it a little bit now. These mediums are only good for 10 to 12 laps. And, well, let's just hope they can start to pull through this field, of course. Luke doing a fantastic job in P3. And let's just have a look for the position changes for everybody. Luke up 1, Nat up 2, Scotty up 2. Of course, Mr. Fury Strat, I tell you what, he's on fire, isn't he? Up 9 and looking to put all sorts of pressure on the JC. And, well, been chatting very, very closely with the Fury throughout the weeks as they roll by. And he's not happy with his progress so far, but doing a great job so far. As Snipes said, P7 to P3 is what he predicts. And currently sitting at P8. Salmon's down 1 position from his grid spot. Same with Housey, same with the Batman. Bender as you were, Orange up 3, Striker up 1. Bopton down 1, M4 down 5, and the Jazz down as Bopton loses the rear end. And I tell you what, he's just struggling of late. Is the Bopton was really, really good last season. And I dare say that's what happens when you struggle to get some practice time in, of course. And well, Bopton just doing his thing. He will come good as the season does, of course. And currently sitting 3rd in the Group 4 Championship, not too far off touch. And of course, his team still does have that wild card to play. As Fury gets by JC, bang, what a move before turn 1, up into P7, lap 6 of 28. Tell you what, folks, this has gone by pretty bloody quickly as Fury fires up into P7. We'll go back up to Scotty because it looks like Scotty and Nat Hammer battle resumed. And oh, I tell you what, Z's a lot closer than what he's ever been before. And can Z get the job done? Oh, I'm not too sure he can. Not yet, but Nat's helping him. Nat is helping him because I think he's holding up Scotty a little bit. And, well, this is absolutely Z's chance to make hay while the sun is shining, of course. The 3 cars ahead of him, the 2 cars directly ahead of him on the medium. Of course, the one you can see in the distance, that is Luke, and he's on the hard compound. I tell you what, doing a great job, these hard compound runners. And their race is well and truly in their hands as we speak, of course, and managed to stick with the mediums and, well, holding their own, aren't they? Now the mediums will start to die off, and the hards will fire up. And I'll tell you what, that gap between himself and Nat Hammer will only get bigger. As I'll tell you what, Middy's Mellor makes the move on the Burks, and we've just missed that under heavy braking into the penultimate corner, and, well, there you go. Or the second to last corner, excuse me, as Middy's, there you go, retakes the lead, Verk P2. And, well, Middy's just made a liar out of me, didn't he? Of course, 6-lap old mediums. And, well, there you go, doing his thing is the Middies. I'll tell you what, has he come alive this season, or has he come alive? Fantastic to see as we'll flick down to Luke, who's sort of in no man's land a little bit. He's got a lot of guys for company, but he's there. He's just the next best, isn't he? Just holding that 3rd step. But I'll tell you what, this hard compound run of his that he's on at the moment is really going to hold him in good stead towards the end of this Grand Prix. When he puts on that medium towards the end of the race, of course, with say like 10 laps to go, I dare say, 10, 11 laps to go, and bang, he'll be rapid towards the end. Won't have to worry about tyre life, as what's happened with Batman. Excuse me, Housey making the move on Batman. Batman down into P11, and Housey slots up into P10. Fantastic stuff from these guys. Unbelievable battling this midfield pack, and we might pay it some respects, as we're going to see, oh, maybe not, because there's battles everywhere. I've got to keep up with this one. It's going to be tough, folks. We're going to keep an eye on absolutely everything. But there you go. We're going to see a move here. Are we not? No, it all cancels each other out. We'll stay on board with Fury, and that's exactly what he's looking like. And I'll tell you what, he can see the podium position from where he's sitting, can't he? He absolutely can. He's on the hard compound as well. And Fury is not waiting around. He certainly isn't. And Fury looking to make hay while the sun is absolutely shining. But this is the DRS zone. This is what happens. And it all cancels each other out, unfortunately, folks, as we'll flick back up to the top, because it looks like Verk and Middy's bang, bang, swapped and swapped again, as JC and Fury, what's happened here? What's happened? JC got by Fury. Fury gets a time penalty. Oh, dearie me, that is track limits. That is track limits. And, well, Fury will be kicking himself for that one. But, of course, there's a long, long way to go, as, I've got no grip, says Mr. Fury, not waiting around. He certainly isn't waiting around. I tell you what, how's he? Salmon's doing a battle, 9th, 10th, 10th, 9th. What's happening here? How's he going the inside? But it closes. Oh, there's a slight touch. There's a slight touch, and Housy's around. Oh, he's managed to hang on to that one. I'll tell you what, folks, just keep it clean, boys. Keep it clean. And, well, a bit of argy-bargy going into turn 3 there, folks, and turn 2. And, well, all managed to survive, of course. Salmon's the full complement of a front wing. Housey the same, Bender the same, Batman the same. So no harm, no foul. But let's just see if this one can push on. If there's anything underwater, I'm sure these boys will put it into the stewards. But nevertheless, great racing, boys. Keep this stuff up. Let's just keep pushing up to the top, because Verk is really hovering now, isn't he? Verk and Middy's still doing battle. I'll tell you what, Middy's doing a fantastic job to keep it out of front of Verk. 7 laps. I'll tell you what, this is going to be another pass here. Just a DRS battle, isn't it? An absolute DRS battle, and that is the Monster Energy getting by Jaguar Racing, and JC, bang, track limits, time penalty. That's not what the doctor ordered, and there you go. Up in a P6. What's happened here? Z and Scotty, Scotty and Z. He's got it done. Z gets the job done by Scotty. Up in a P4. He can set his sights on Lukey boy. And fantastic from here. What's going on towards the back here, as Fury and JC, not too sure what happened there. Both off track. JC P7, Fury P8, Housey P9, Salmon's P10. I'll tell you what, this Jaguar Wonka Jaguar battle is absolutely intense. None of them giving an inch. And I'll tell you what, the Jaguar boys looking to really start to claw up this Constructors' Championship, of course. Let's just have a look, because Verk and Middy's swapping and swapping again. Verk has the inside line, and there you go, takes the corner. We'll just go back up. He's in Sector 2 at the moment. As I did say, nowhere to pass. And good place to charge the batteries through here, folks. It certainly is, as I did say. Yeah, we'll see about that. They certainly will, Snipes, you know it. They certainly will, mate. They certainly will. But nevertheless, we push on, especially with that kerfuffle there. But yeah, so far so good. But yeah, very good, Snipes. As there you go, Batman. There he is. There, P12, and currently the closest battle. And oh, dearie me, was that the Bender going mega wide? Not too sure if he just lost the rear end and managed to hold the car. I tell you what, great car control there in the end from the Bender, but it's opened up the door for the Batman. This is a DRS. Oh, Bender's loose, loosey-goosey. I think Batman senses blood. Batman senses blood. Can he get the job done? I think so. It might be under braking. Bender's got some unbelievable straight line speed. Can he get it done? He steps out to make himself real big, but he can't pass. There's no way through. Bender very good on the brakes as well, but I tell you what, for the hard compound runner, he's very loose in the rear end. And that's not what the Bender wants at all. Batman senses blood. Have a look at him. Have a look at him go. Come on, Batman. Get the job done. Of course, this is a Group 3 driver versus a Group 4. But Bender coming off late. And I tell you what, still in the Group 4, boys. Proud is the Bender. And tell you what, let's just have a look at this, because Batman trying to go around the outside. And Bender putting his car in all the right places. And there you go, absolutely brilliant. And while I do touch on this, folks, I do apologise. The driver's donning a yellow or green helmet, of course, yes, showing their respects to the late, great Eddie Jordan. I did forget to mention that at the start with the tribute, but do check out the tribute on the stream when I do highlight this after the Grand Prix, of course. But Batman's just settled into his rhythm, hasn't he? P11 now, gets the job done past Bender. Bender looking very unstable in that rear end. He's just got to keep it calm and, well, just stretch out that hard stint, of course. Lap 10 of 28. When will these medium compounders blink? Of course, yes, the hard compound will comfortably do 18 laps, but coming towards the end of that stint, it is going to hurt. Excuse me, the longer you can do on the medium, the better it will be for you. As we'll flick down to Dirty Orange and Striker, because these guys seem to be doing battle, excuse me, week in, week out. And, well, Striker, there he is there, rear wing wide open. And another great midfield pack as we'll have a look at that. Who was that going wide? That was the Bender. Bender going real wide. Has opened up the door for Dirty Orange. And just slots in. No one boxing just yet. Lap 11 of 28, folks. I dare say next lap we might see the first of the medium runners start to stop. And, well, there you go. Over the next couple of laps, dare say, as that battle resumes, as we'll flick down to the back as Salmons. There he is there. Not too sure what happened with that man. He was looking very, very good, was the Salmons. Finds himself in 14th. Bopton in 15th. Johnny M4, there he is there. And the Jazz just circulating, getting some experience is the Jazz. And he will do his thing. Keep going, Jazz. And bring her home, mate. Get some points for the team, of course. Ferk in front. 9/10 of a second now, folks, and I think it's time. Look at that. Look at the drop-off, 9/10 of a second. But Middies has made a liar out of me every time I've said something like this. And as we see the gap start to close, gee, he's phenomenal under braking, isn't he? He's really good under braking. But let's just have a look. He's losing time out of there, and I dare say, yeah, there you go. Medium's done. Mediums are done. The prime life out of that medium is absolutely done. He's only going to catch him on that straight, but out of the corners, Burke is just putting tenths on him. Have a look at this, folks. Under braking as well, of course. And, well, there you go. Absolutely brilliant from the Verks. So there you go. There's 1/10. And as Middies makes a liar of me, there you go. Restored as Middies boxes. He certainly does. He knew it. He absolutely knew it. In the pit lane it goes the Middies, as Burke comfortably takes the lead of this Grand Prix. Let's just see if C follows suit. No, he doesn't. Stays out for another lap because he's got Lukey Boy hard on his heels. And there you go. Lukey Boy going to get the job done. He certainly is. Up in a P2 from the Luke. And this is the hard runners coming to their own. JC finds himself up in a 4th now. Not too far behind the top bunch. And unfortunately has that time penalty to his name for track limits. But look at the hard runners. This is where they've got to get their head down, put their bum up, put in the big boy laps, and get the job done, of course. And, well, where has Middies fed out? He's fed out in P10 in traffic. Have a look at that. He's got Dirty Orange for company, and Dirty Orange will not make this easy, but Middies is no slouch out of that corner. And I'll tell you what, have a look at this. Orange is sticking it in. He certainly is sticking it in. And Orange holding on side by side. Brilliant racing. As there you go. Middies eventually takes that position. But great fight from the Orange. Just held him up a little bit. And that is brilliant. That is brilliant from the Orange. As we've got yellow flags in Sector 2. What is that for? What is that for? And, well, that is a Monster Energy. Not too sure which one. Not too sure which one, but nevertheless, we will push on as Middies getting by the Bender. That is team orders as, well, Middies donning the yellow helmet. Yes, showing his respect to the late, great Eddie Jordan, of course. How's he doing the same thing? As you can see, the yellow all green helmets you will see, folks, is the drivers paying the respects to the great man, of course. And, well, here we go. We're going to see a move. We are certainly going to see a move. And there you go. We're going to see another team order move here. Of course, it is Housey and Middies. Housey goes real deep and pretends to go deep. Slots in brilliantly. Look at that. And just becomes a bit of a rear gunner for his teammate. And that's exactly as C's gone deep in the pit lane. Oh, dearie me, that's not what he wanted. That's cost him time. And there you go. In the pit lane goes Orange. Scotty stays out, of course. Well, he stayed out. He did box just before. And he's out there in P12, excuse me, as Verk starting to stretch his legs. There is Luke. And doing the same thing of these boys as, just forgive me, folks. I'm just going to go on a brief mute. I need a drink of water. Okay, folks. Yes, Batman doing his thing, isn't he? I dare say we're going to see Batman stop at the end of this lap. Of course, he's the last of the medium runners to get rid of that tyre, of course. Still out there on circuit. Currently sitting at P7, putting pressure on the Housey. Of course, yes, currently, well, there you go, 8 tenths, 6 tenths, 8 tenths, around about there behind, of course. And doing a great job is the Batman. Excuse me. We'll flick further up because the gaps have opened up a little bit. We've got a couple of different races happening at the moment here, folks, as Bopton gets another track limits penalty. And there you go, finds himself down in 14th. But nevertheless, we've got a couple of laps, as I did, a couple of races happening on the one race. The hard runners versus the medium. And, well, there you go. You can see what's happening out there at the moment. As Bender gets a time limit. Time penalty for track limits. And, well, there you go. Absolutely, he certainly does. Let's just check these for everybody at home. And, well, there you go. Everybody has 3 that has a penalty. 3 seconds. So, there you go. But as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying, but nevertheless, we will push on as Nat Hammer looking to get the job done as Batman in the pit lane and out of the pit lane, getting rid of that medium. And he can run to the end of the Grand Prix on those, I dare say. We are at the halfway point of the Grand Prix. Would you believe that, folks? Halfway done. And I can't believe how quickly this one has gone. But, well, the voice is holding up, and it's holding up very well, I must say so. I definitely don't want to jinx myself. There is the Bender. And, of course, we are very interested to see what happens here. Let's just go to the gaps to the leader. And where is Middies? You can see him there now and have a look at that. The gaps to the leader at the moment is 20.3 seconds. Oh, I tell you what, Verky boys, just got to keep it like that or just stretch it a little bit. Middies has got to get through traffic. He's got Fury to contend with, and Fury is no slouch. And let's just see, Fury's not going to make this job any easy for Middies, of course, and who's currently finding himself in P5 after boxing, coming out in a little bit of traffic and having to fight his way back up. But what he's had to do, I dare say the other boys will have to do as well that have not stopped. So this one is starting to unfold before our very eyes here, folks, as Middies trying to make a move here on Fury. Fury doing his thing. He's not going to make it easy. He's certainly not going to make it easy. And I dare say this is where we're going to sit for a little bit, because this will be interesting to see where Middies is stronger. He just looks like he's got superior grip absolutely everywhere. He's trying inside, outside, outside, inside. What's he doing now? Oh, he's hugging some slipstream. He's going to go the inside. Why wouldn't you? Fury's trying to hug it because Fury knows that is the best bit for that corner. Fury defending with all his might, but I tell you what, Middies just a little bit more superior grip. He has the inside for the next corner. Job done. Great racing there by the Middies. And, well, Fury, oh, I tell you what, it's still side by side. It ain't over. Oh, it is now. There you go. Middies up in a P4. Great racing as Fury needs to close up to JC. Well, he certainly does. But I tell you what, I think Middies will close JC to Fury just from, well, I'll tell you what, they are teammates. They are teammates. JC will do it at a very opportune moment where he's not going to cost himself too much time. And I dare say at the end of this straight is probably a good place to do it. They've both got DRS, and does JC have it? No, he doesn't. So it will be easy for Middies anyway. So he's not going to lose time regardless. So there you go. JC in P4. Middies up in a P5, 3. And there you go, eating into Verk's lead. Verk needs to stop soon, doesn't he? Of course, but doesn't want to stop too soon. He's got to get that medium to the end of the Grand Prix. They will comfortably do 12 laps. Of course, a lot of fuel load. You'll be able to stretch about 14, but they will not be optimal. Verk in the pit lane has heard the call. And there you go, medium compound on, and we're going to see some fireworks now. Verk putting in some big boy laps, coming out of the pit lane in P3, in clean air. And that's what he wants. That's exactly what he wants. And of course, this race is going to come alive. We've got 12 to go. 12 laps to go here, folks. As, well, this can be anyone's race. Scotty, there he is. Mr. Inconspicuous, Mr. Consistency is the Scotty. He finds himself in P7. And, well, Striker doing a great job. Yet to stop Mr. Striker, Bender, and the Housey, of course. JC as well. JC probably should get rid of that hard compound very, very soon. Excuse me. Of course, if he's have any chance of hanging onto a podium here, the longer he stays out, the more time he's going to lose, of course. That medium will be good to the end of the Grand Prix. He will not have to worry about tyre life. It is not like the start of the Grand Prix with the medium runners where they were fat with fuel, looking after that front left and just very sluggish towards the end of their stint. It will be completely different as, well, there you go. Absolutely brilliant. We'll flick down to Dirty Orange because Dirty Orange and Batman, this battle is still going on, isn't it? And even after their pit stops, they find themselves 0.8 of a second apart. And of course, have a look at Z. Z, after his stop, well, he's in 13th and just struggling a little bit, isn't he? He was right up there at the very pointy end was the Z, and finds himself in 13th, albeit a fair few guys in front of him. Still need to stop, but not too many. Johnny M4 bang with the track limit, time penalty for track limits, and that never comes out right as Middies sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix yet again with 1 minute 36.385. Verk slots into P2, and there you go. He's been released, has the Verk, and let's just keep an eye on that gap. There is 11 laps remaining. There is 6.6 seconds is the gap to P1. If anyone can do it, it is this man, as Bender finds himself in P3, still circulating on 16 lap old hards. Same with the Housey, same with the Striker. Those boys yet to stop, as I do say that. Housey in the pit lane, Striker in the pit lane. Bender, the only one out there yet to stop on 16, will be 17 lap old hards. And we're currently sitting in P3. By the time he stops, well, I'll tell you what, he's going to drop all the way down, just ahead of Johnny M4, I dare say. Maybe behind Johnny M4, maybe just ahead of Jazz Bluescat. Might lose a chunk load of time there, but nevertheless, won't be, actually, no, probably he'll come around just about Batman, I dare say. But Bender's got to keep it together, of course, as we'll flick further down because there is Scotty. Scotty and Bender. Bender is under all sorts of pressure. Scotty knows he's got the better tyre life, but he's losing out at the moment, isn't he? He's currently losing out. I don't think he'll mind too much, but he has got Luke behind him, closing at a rapid rate of knots. Scotty using the track to his advantage. There is a DRS zone right there, as you can see, folks, and bang, he will open up that rear wing and make it as easy as you like. But I tell you what, look at Lukey boy coming, and I know it's his teammate, but nevertheless, it's still a guy on the track. And, well, he is coming, isn't he? He's on the medium compound. 5.6 seconds is the gap to the leader. And, well, there you go. Verky boy taking the fastest lap of the race so far. I dare say we're going to see more of that tumble. Where is Z in P10? He's got his teammate in front of him for company. And are we going to see Team Waters? We certainly are. We certainly are. Well, no, we're not. Batman thought he went deep just to let him through, and no, he didn't. He's just going to tackle with Z for a little bit. They've got Dirty Orange behind them, and there you go. I think the job has been done. Batman with a slight little lift just slots in, and that is brilliant driving from the Monster Energy boys. Fantastic to see them working as a team, to see all the boys working as a team, because that's exactly what I like. Bender coming out of the pit lane. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, he's going to slot in between two Jaguars. He certainly is. He's hanging on. But he's got cold tyres, folks. He's got cold tyres. He's got to be careful. Out of the pit lane. Is he going to hang it around the outside of Salmons, which will become the inside for the next corner? I think he will. Bender's going to hang on to this. He certainly is. What a move. From the Bender. Salmons goes the over-under. But Bender knows all about this one. He stays to the outside of the track because it is a left-hander. And there you go. What a move from the Bender. Fantastic drive as he finds himself up in a P12. That is quality. That is what I know and love about the man. And it's great to see him find his feet yet again. Well done, Bender. As, well, there you go. Fury up into P6 now. Just dispatches Nat Hammer. Bang! And he can set his sights on JC, currently on 19. We're in single digits, folks. We are in single digits of laps remaining. And, well, a bit of a lock up there from Fury. Might open up the door for Nat. Nat's lost the rear, and there you go. Case closed. And, well, two laps on those mediums. Make that 3. And I dare say with the premium tyre choice, tyre compound at the moment, the softer, faster, stickier rubber that Fury has compared to Nat, I dare say he should pull away quite comfortably. There is JC, and I tell you what, these two are lapping at similar pace. JC on a bit of a mission, trying to fight his way back up to that podium. He does have a time penalty. Fury has a time penalty next to his name as well. And unfortunately, we don't like to give driver of the day to guys that have time penalties. It's just a rule, not a rule, but an unsighted rule that we kind of tend to stick with. but nevertheless, we'll worry about the driver of the day when this one finishes, because anything can happen in 9 laps, and it usually does, as we'll flick back up to Batman, and well, I'll tell you what, Z getting by Batman, Batman just holding suit, doing a great job is the Batman, because Dirty Orange behind, and I'll tell you what, Z has a monumental task. He's probably thought, you know what, I might be happy with 8th here. Let's just pull the Batman away from the Orange, because Orange is hunting, isn't he? And he's just got him out of the DRS, of course. And, well, that is fantastic teamwork. That's what we love to see. As we've got a new follower, well, I'll tell you what, DJ Dino 26. And thank you very much for your follow. Much appreciated, my friend. That is 237, as the rules are meant to be. As Senior, you're not a good example, Senior. Come on, mate, live up to your nickname, Senior. You got to set those examples. Do as I say, not as I do, as he says. But nevertheless, we push on. Salmons and Striker, teammates, and there you go, a bit of a DRS train. Salmons, Striker, coming alive as this one sort of folds out, doesn't it? 8 laps remaining, excuse me, folks, as I'll flick back up to the Batman, because look at that, they've just put another 2/10 on Dirty Orange, and just comfortably getting Batman out of that DRS trouble, glorious 1 second zone, aren't they? And, well, very, very good from the Z and the Batman, as Fury and JC, oh, it was close, a bit of a lock-up. And this might be a battle to the flag. These boys absolutely love it, and can race very well. JC knows exactly where to put that Wonka, and of course Mr. Jaguar himself, Mr. Fury Strat, and looking to put all sorts of tricks on the JC. Scotty and Luke doing battle. I tell you what, Scotty has caught Luke pretty quickly, and this is a battle for the final podium position, of course, yes, albeit but teammates, and well, Scotty on 8 lap-old hards, Lukey boy 4 lap-old mediums, as we're approaching lap 21 here, folks, excuse me, and well, there you go, lap 21 as the race leader just ticks over that start-finish line. As I'll flick down towards the bottom to give the boys towards the back a little bit of respect. There is the Bopton, and just doing his thing is the Bopton. A little bit of out of sorts at the moment, but he will come good as the season rolls on. There is Jazz. Very good, Jazz. Keep circulating, mate. And doing his thing is the Jag. Is the Jazz. And Johnny M4, well, a couple of errors from the Johnny, uncharacteristically, finds himself in 15th. Not too sure what happened with Salmon's early doors, but was having a cracking race as Fury gets by JC. He certainly does get by JC. Yes, he does into turn 1. And there you go, absolutely brilliant. As, well, JC, oh, there you go. The 3 seconds will cancel each other out. And Fury effectively needs to catch, well, and pass 6 seconds, of course, because he does have that 3 seconds to his name. Scotty just 6/10 up the road. There you go there. So, Scotty 6/10 to Luke, and well, Luke trying to do his thing. He's holding his own, but Scotty tends to save the battery, doesn't he? He tends to race very, very well, does the Scotty, and open up that battery at the right moments. He uses the track very, very well. Doesn't matter where he is. And, well, there you go. There you go. Lap 21. Still going battle hammer and tongs with these 2 Renault boys. There is Fury and JC still doing battle. Batman and Z, well, they are teammates, and they are just helping each other just stretch away from Dirty Orange there. And maybe Z can start to close the gap on Nat Hammer. I'll tell you what, he is starting to close it. And maybe he's thought, well, I've done enough for the Batman now. Batman, it's up to you if you can do it. If you can stay ahead of him, I'm going to go catch Nat. And let's just see what happens here, because I think Z knows that his laps are running out. And let's have a look at it. Look at it, he's closing, he certainly is closing. It's up to Batman to hang on to him now, because if C doesn't put the hammer down, he ain't going to get that. He ain't going to get that at all, and I'll tell you what, he's closing big time, 1.9 seconds. That is 6/10, that is 7/10 in a matter of a straight and a corner. As, well, Z comes alive. I'll tell you what, Nat will be sweating bullets. Got yellow flags in Sector 2, that was for Johnny M4. Just getting it a little bit wrong there as he finally manages to get himself back on the circuit. Yes, in Sector 3. And, well, there is Nat Hammer, 2.1 seconds now is the Z. And, well, let's just have a look at Scotty, because Scotty has got company, doesn't he? He certainly does. He's still got his teammate there. The gaps have stabilised, and I'm not too sure if Scotty's going to get this done, but we will stay with this battle of Nat Hammer and Z, because there it is there. And Z closing at a rate of knots, 1.8 seconds. He might just have to back off, do a little bit of a charge, a little bit, just to see how he goes, and do a bit of another push towards Nat, of course. But who's to say Nat's not doing the same thing as JC Fury, still doing battle, and still within 0.5 of a second. Fury just got that job done, didn't he? Just early doors of this stint, and well, a couple of laps ago, I should say. And well, holding that gap steady is the JC. 0.7 of a second now, a bit of DRS, but I'll tell you what, Fury must be spending battery, certainly is, because that gap did not come down too much at all. Scotty, there he is there. Of course, battle with Luke, and I reckon this might be a last lap ding-dong. Let's just wait and see. Lap 23 of 28. And, well, I'll tell you what, this one really has gone by pretty quickly, folks, as we'll flick down towards Jazz Blues Cat. There he is there, holding his own in 16th, and, well, Salmon's in 14th. Striker in 13th. The Bender, after a great start to this Grand Prix, finds himself down in 12th, and just 3.2 seconds away from this man, Dirty Orange, who has done a great job all Grand Prix. He's really come alive as the Orange, and it is fantastic to see. Housey in 10th position. Very much steady as she goes is the Housey. 2.2 seconds away from the Batman, and the Batman and Z stay. I'll tell you what, let's have a look. Z's almost within. He is within DRS. He is within DRS is the Z. And I'll tell you what, Z can, he's come alive. And not only that, he's caught Nat Hammer very, very quickly, hasn't he? As, well, P8 is this man, the Monster Energy Group 2. Currently leading the Group 2 Championship is the Z. And, well, he wants that trophy, I reckon, folks. He wants it. He can taste it. And I'll tell you what, he's hunting down Nat Hammer. He's also in his group. We've got full course yellow. Full course yellow. What's happened? We've got is it a VSC? Is it a VSC? I need a ball. It is. It certainly is. It's a VSC, folks. Deary me. Deary me. Oh, it has just neutralised the race at the right time. Very lucky it wasn't an SC for the minis, because I reckon Burks would have had him with that medium. But nevertheless, we will wait. Yeah, Senior, absolutely, yeah, a monster span. And, well, as Luke's gone in the pit lane. Luke's gone in the pit lane. What's going on here? They put a front, no front. What's going on? What? Luke's put a set of softs on. Luke's put a set of softs on. Oh, dearie me. Luke fancies a faster slap. Luke fancies, yeah, that's all that can mean. That is all that can mean. No front wing. I didn't see the front wing change. That was a quick front wing change. If that was a front wing change, dearie me. As, well, he's come out of the pit lane in P6. And there you go, we are green yet again. It is comfortably leading by 3.8 seconds, and must have been caught napping during that VSC, because Verk has closed within a couple of seconds. Excuse me, 3.2 seconds now. But that was 5 seconds at one stage, just before the VSC. And, well, there you go. That is what you get for not keeping the Delta 0.3. And maybe not the looked like it was missing. I'm not too sure there, Senior. I didn't see a front wing change, but nevertheless, you could be right. I'm not too sure. But he's come out. Z has come out. Excuse me, Lukey Boy has come out in P6. He's lighting up the timing screen. Well, I'll tell you what, this is the first lap out of the pit lane, so it won't be a fastest one. It will be the next one that matters. But nevertheless, he's got a monumental task to do. He was currently sitting in third. Maybe you're right there, Senior. Maybe he did have a bit of front wing damage. We did miss that, unfortunately, on the stream. JC and Fury still doing battle, 0.7 of a second. I'll tell you what, they're not going to go away, are they? They certainly are not. This is going to go to the flag, I reckon, as, well, Batman has done the job. Housing behind as now 2 seconds. And I'll tell you what, Z and Batman worked brilliantly as a team just to get that gap And now look at them. They can comfortably just breeze home towards the flag. Of course, yes, lap 25, approaching lap 26. There is our race leader, 3.3 seconds over Verks. And, well, Verks had a great Grand Prix so far. Scotty doing his thing, isn't he? Very, very good. Just quietly going about his business is the Scotty. He's got the podium sewn up. The two guys behind him have time penalties. Lukey Boy's his teammate. He's just got to bring this bad boy home. Scotty knows it. He's donned the yellow yellow helmet as a sign of respect to Eddie Jordan. And we do appreciate that. All the drivers who got on board with that, fantastic. As, well, JC and Fury still 0.6 of a second. Batman still 0.5 of a second. And Bopton another time limit, well, a time penalty. Track limits, of course, and have been struggling to get that out all Grand Prix, and it'll eventually come out one day, folks, and I will rejoice. But nevertheless, we will push on. JC is still looking at Fury, still looking. They've both got DRS. As, well, no, Fury does not. He must have been out of the detection zone. Here comes JC. JC's going to get it done under brakes, so he's gone deep. Oh, dearie me, they're side by side. JC, oh, loosey-goosey out of the rear end, and there you go. Has just released Fury. A bit of a snap in the rear, and that's all it took, because Fury can sense a podium. He can sense the podium. Has he got the pace to get by Scotty and then put 3 seconds on him in 2 laps? That is what Fury would want, but I'm not too sure if he can get it done. Not too sure if he can get it done. He'd want to get it done. Absolutely he would. But he's Fury. Old sparring partners, old teammates from last season is the Scotty and Mr. Fury Strat. Of course, Snipes was a part of that. And yeah, absolutely Snipes. Brilliant. Yeah, Bender this season is on fire. He certainly is there, mate. And doing a great job is the Bender. As, well, there you go. As Fury and Scotty. A bit of a look, says Fury. And Scotty says, well, come on, mate. Let's just see what you got. You've still got 3 seconds to your name. I'm on track position. And we are approaching the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. Where is our race leader? Where is our race leader? There he is there, about to start. Lap 27 of 28. And just been the cream of the crop so far this season. A phenomenal job has the Middies Mella all season long. As, well, yeah, that's the thing, Senior. I mean, he's a strong candidate. Absolutely he is. He's got a time penalty next to his name. And it's kind of frowned upon with the driver of the day. He will hate it, but that's what we do. As Scotty and Fury are still doing battle. And there you go. There you go. Fury's going to get it done. They're still side by side into the last corner. It's going to be Scotty's, of course. Fury will tuck in and see if he can get the job done on the run to turn 1. And here we go, folks. This is interesting. This is interesting. And Fury, there you go. Before turn 1, they're side by side. Oh, they've touched. They've touched. And, well, that's dropped Scotty well down. That has dropped Scotty well down. And that's not what he wanted, of course. And, well, Scotty, I tell you what, he's just got to stay with that 3 seconds, doesn't he? And he will be okay. They do have time penalties. But that was a bit of a bomb. Or maybe, I'm not going to call it on stream. But we'll wait and see what happens with that, with the stewards. And, yeah, certainly look at that time penalty because he was off track. Well, probably not, mate. It's a 3 second. That will not be removed at all. Unless he's got no... yeah, that won't be removed at all. As, well, Scotty now 1.1 seconds. And I'm not too sure he'll be happy with what just happened. But he's got one more lap. He's just got to cool these jets. And just hover within that 3 seconds to Fury. And get that job done, absolutely. Let's just see how it goes, of course. There might be a little bit of stewarding to happen after this one. But nevertheless, we're on the last lap of the Grand Prix. Middies, 4.8 seconds. Just too much now for Verks. And we'll comfortably take P2. Scotty will take P3 if he can stay where he is. But let's not forget his teammate. His teammate starting at the last lap on that soft compound. Scotty's gone wide. What's going on here? I think Luke's going to take it. Luke's going to take it. He certainly is going to take it. Luke Luke's pushing. Luke can get the final podium position of the Grand Prix. And he certainly is. If he's hovering there, he will only catch on that fresh soft. And the guys in front on dead mediums. Have a look at that. Batman, there he is there to his teammate. And we'll flick further down because Nat Hammer and Dirty Orange, well, I'll tell you what, Nat Hammer boxed again and come out in P11 right behind his teammate, Dirty Orange, who's had a phenomenal Grand Prix yet again as I check the track map to see where the leaders are as we'll flick further down to where they are. And there you go, Middy's Mella on the back straight now on the last lap of the Grand Prix. And we will bring this man home. He hasn't had much airtime, has the Middies, but fantastic Grand Prix yet again from this man. The Greek God yet again. The second to last corner as he locks up. And, well, no harm, no foul. 5.3 seconds, if you don't mind. And here he comes, the last corner now. And, well, congratulations, Middy. Another stunning drive, a stunning victory here at China. Verk will take P2. Great drive, Verk. Great comeback after that sprint. Absolutely brilliant. And I think Lukey Boy is going to take P3. But they're side by side. JC and Fury. Fury, JC, Fury. JC gets ahead. Oh, what a move from the JC. And, well, this is going to go to the flag. Fury's going to lose out here. But I think Luke's going to jump them both. He certainly is going to jump them both. Have a look at this. Lukey Boy on his debut as a full-time driver. Bang! P3. Podium position, unbelievable. Very, very good. Scotty P4, JC P5, Fury P6, C in P7, excuse me, Batman in P8, Mr. Housey in P9, there is the Nat in P10, Dirty Orange in 11th, Striker 12th, Savage, there he is there, 13th. The Bender in the end, well, there he's bringing it home in 14th. Not too sure what happened with the Bender. Was right up the very pointy end at one stage. And, well, we'll cross this one in 14th. Johnny in 415th. And the Jazz in 16th. Well, there you go, folks. We do... Wow, wait, what a race. What a sprint and feature round. I'll tell you what, woof. The voice is a little bit rough and raw after that one, folks, but we will survive. We will survive as well. There you go. And there you go. The boys have donned the green and or yellow race suit. Look at that. Absolute. Look at the class of them. Look at the class. Look at the class. The boys showing their respect to Mr. Eddie Jordan. Well, absolutely brilliant. And, well, we will highlight this stream at the end of this race, of course, and go check it out, the tribute video that we've done to Mr. Eddie Jordan. Of course, yes, 12 months to the day passed. But the fastest lap of the Grand Prix goes to Verk with a 1 minute 35.277. And, well, very, very good from him as we look all the way down for the stewards to do their thing. Excuse me. And we will go on a brief pause. We will, excuse me, get our drivers in for an interview. And our driver of the day, folks. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes, we're back. And of course, we've got our drivers in for an interview. Unfortunately, a couple of them aren't going to join us by the look of things. But we're going to start off. I'll tell you what, he gave us a thrilling finish, didn't he? Oh, our third place man was in the commentary box. Can't keep him away. Lukey boy, welcome back. P3, bang! Congratulations. What a stunning drive, mate. Talk us through it. And while we're at it, driver of the day, may I add, as well. Congratulations, mate.
You know, that was a really exciting race, really good fun from lap one. Obviously, chose the hard tyres because the mediums in the sprint just weren't working for me. I was just chewing through the tyres. And then, yeah, went for the hards, pitted as soon as I could to get off the hards because my front left tyre was absolutely... I am not very good at keeping that front left tyre alive, but I've worked out here in China. It was on like 87% by the time I hit the pit lane. And then, you know, I got fighting with Scotty for the final point in the podium. And then just before that VSC came out, I got the warning light on my dashboard saying my tyres are at 60%. There's like 5 laps to go. So I was like, I'm going to have to pick. Either I'm going to get a puncture at like lap 27 and just lose out anyway, or I'm going to pit under a virtual safety car, put a set off and see what happens. Because I knew the two guys in front of me had time penalties.
Yes.
And, yeah, didn't quite expect to get back on the podium, but yeah, rolled the dice and it worked.
Unbelievable drive though, Lukey boy. And well, Senior in the chat, he sounds familiar. Well, he should, Senior. You do know him. It goes all the way back to PBE. And for those UK lads going, how has this guy got a UK accent? He's on the grid as a full-time driver. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, he's living in Oz.
Yes, I am. Good old Mel.
He certainly is. And, well, fantastic. I tell you what, Lukey boy, great race last week. Just unfortunate towards the end. But you're really starting to show your class while you're here and what you're all about. And I absolutely loved you going about your stuff as, well, fantastic from you yet again as Senior. Trying to distract me in the chat. Don't mind him. He's, he's true.
Traitor, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not here, so, you know, who's a traitor really?
But very good, Lukey boy. Very, very good. Next week, of course, we are at Monza. Yes, it is a default setup round. And, well, how are you around there, mate? I dare say you'd be pretty handy, mate. Knowing you, you would be handy.
No, Monza isn't too bad. I don't really like the sort of chicanes. The chicanes are bad. They are. But you know, looking forward to it. Next weekend is my birthday weekend, so if the boys can give me a present and just all like let me go past and I can win, I take that, you know, early birthday present from the lads. But no, looking forward to Monza. It's not too bad.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Very, very good. Well, I'll tell you what, Lukey boy, fantastic from you. We're going to leave this one now. Congratulations on a great drive, mate. Driver of the day, well deserved as well. As we say goodbye to you and we say goodbye to our viewers. Thank you very much for watching. Absolutely loved all you boys and girls out there in chat. If you want to catch us again, we're happy to have you, of course, at the same time, same channel next week. Yes, we'll be at Monza default setup round. And we hope you can join us, of course. Yes, thank you very much for watching. We are Southern Cross Racing. Bye for now.